Back to Twitter for a second. Do you think we're going to see a lot of people stop paying for Twitter to at least give it some time to see how it plays out? Or do they want that blue check really bad?
No, I think that I don't know. It'll be interesting because for some people, I think it's their business and they feel like that's a service they subscribe to. And so maybe they'll watch and see. And then I think that once they see the first signs of what you're concerned about, that's when you'll see people just immediately drop. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think maybe that's the appropriate response. Instead of just canceling everything outright, basically just saying to Elon, my view is this is thin ice, and if we see one bad move, like we're skittish, we are running. But for the time being, I really want to believe. I really want Elon to succeed in this endeavor. And if the issue is he's looking at the bottom line like we need advertisers, and this woman worked in the Trump administration, I'm like, okay, you know.
She was in the Trump administration?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, Trump picked.
Well, that's what people are saying, right? I'm pretty right. Exactly. That's why I'm like, I don't know.
I think that you have to think of it from
She's a known Trump supporter, according to Vox.
So you would think that doing this, you would be very careful not to immediately make changes and make a lot of people mad because you saw what just happened with Bud Light. I mean, they literally are giving a $15 rebate right now with every case you buy.
Are they really?
Yeah. It's a disaster for them. But if that's the reaction, why would they take the chance of everybody dropping their subscription? Which I mean, obviously this happened with big corporations just recently, so it's quite possible. But like you said, I think that you wait and you see. If this is what happens, then conservatives are not going to hesitate. They've made that clear now. We're just done with this woke stuff. If you're going to do it, we're out.
My favorite thing about Twitter since Elon took over is that he has brought back freedom of speech to an extent, which I think a lot of people value, and that's not necessarily a conservative value. It's pretty crazy that people think that is now. And Billboard Chris's remarks, like talking about what she said, freedom of speech, not freedom of reach. I wonder what is deemed hateful? Like, who's defining that?
The big play for the left is to argue that free speech is conservative so that they can make anything they don't like right wing, and then anything. So right means bad, left means good.
Yep.
So from now on, I'm just going to call them right wing. It's like and I'm going to say it's always been the right that was anti-free speech.
Free speech is like the ultimate rebel move.
Yeah, so they're all far right.
Well, if you're not on the left, you're far right extremist. Even if you're on the left and you say one thing out of line, you're a far right extremist now.
It doesn't take very much to step out of line on the left.
Oh yeah, you just got to call them far right. Although left and right are relatively meaningless these days. It just means like which tribe are you in? But that's what they try to do. And then how do you fight back against that? When you say I'm for free speech, well then you're conservative. The argument they're making is free speech is a traditional position and banning hate speech is the progressive position.
Right.
Yep.
So you are old and archaic if you support the old way of doing things.